All right, welcome back to Wholesome Financials Podcast. My name is Austin.
Susie.
All right, and today we are doing another case study of a client, and this client is whom?
Alexander.
Alexander, we love Alexander. All right, and he's in the Amazon FBA, or he needed funding to get into Amazon FBA, right?
Yeah, like he wanted to break into the Amazon FBA space.
Nice. Okay, so if you're brand new and this is your first time watching this, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our client, his backstory, what we got him funded, how we got him funded, and just anything else that might be relevant. And then towards the end of the episode, once we're done with the case study, we just go into some fun questions for the podcast. So
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. So Alex, so starting with his context, what was his profession? What's his day job? You know, obviously sometimes we work with clients that are trying to scale. Other times we work with a lot of new business owners or people that are trying to fund their side hustles.
Yeah.
And so where does Alex fit? Where was he starting at when we met him?
He was an RN at
registered nurse.
Yeah, at a like a hospital. Like he specifically worked in like the emergency room.
Cool.
But
That sounds stressful.
yeah, so he's been doing this for like 30 years.
30.
Yeah, he's been an RN for a minute.
Dang.
Yeah, and he's like burnt out, as he calls it, because not only is the medical field demanding, the ER is super high stress, like go all the time. Like you see all the crazy stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shotgun, stab.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. But yeah, so he hated it,
Yeah.
or he hates it. I think he's kind of getting out now that, you know, the business taking off. But at first he was definitely like one of those, like, I need to quit my 9 to 5 and just become an entrepreneur.
Okay. All right. And so I'm glad that he came to us so we could work with him in that capacity. So how much money did he need?
Honestly, he didn't know. He just said like a random number, but it was like 150.
Okay.
Because that's what he kept hearing online. Like, oh, we can get you 150. We can get you 150. So he's like, shoot, oh, I need 150.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Okay, all right. And he needed this funding specifically for Amazon FBA, right? To transition out, to try to switch careers.
Yeah, so that was like the main goal. But honestly, with him, he was like, whatever works. You know what I mean? But like Amazon FBA was like the thing he was gravitating towards, just because like he saw how easy it was.
Yeah.
With the right mentorship, of course.
No, of course. Yeah, everything's you gotta have the right mentorship. And so that was part of the funding. It wasn't just for inventory and things like that for Amazon FBA. It was also for...
Yeah, so it was for the mentorship. He would buy into a mentorship to learn how to actually do this. And then once, you know, got over that learning curve, then like, you know, the products, whether he was sourcing them from China or wherever it is that he was sourcing them from, to be able to put them up on Amazon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Mentorships and stuff are not cheap. But I love that he's looking for funding. I mean, obviously, if you can use other people's money, it's great. But I love the idea and the concept of, I'm going to invest in my education. I want to learn as much as possible. I'm going to put down the money I need to learn the skill set I need to separate myself and build the life that I want.
Man.
Which is fantastic because it's not cheap. I mean, we've paid into mentorship, so we're a big advocate of it.
Oh, absolutely. Like if it's going to cut down your learning curve by like 80%, absolutely pay for that thing.
Hey, speed. You don't have the time. No, I love that. Okay, so Alex, all right, where's he based at?
Florida. So
nice.
Boca Raton, to be more specific.
Boca Raton. That's Panhandle? That's not Panhandle.
No.
Oh, that's just north of Miami.
Yes, like way up north, like maybe hour and a half.
Okay.
Hour and a half. Yeah, Boca Raton. It's like old retirees from like Canada that come down during their winter. And, you know, Ariana Grande, if anybody knows, is from Boca Raton. So weird fact.
That is a weird fact. Did I know that? That was new for me. All right. So you say you wanted 150. I think we delivered on that. How much did we get them, and what, or let's just go by bank. Where did we go to get him funded? Yeah.
So, man, it's like we're being a dead horse every time we say this, but really we went to Chase first.
Horse ain't dead. The horse is alive and well. That's why we keep going back.
That horse is kicking, but we got him $75K from Chase. That was like a super easy win. We go to the bank that gives us the most money so that we can get that big win under our belt and like, you know, show people like, hey, this works.
Yeah.
From there, we got him $25K from Truist.
Nice.
And then from there, we got him $50K from Citizens Bank. All right. So Citizens Bank and Truist, they're regional banks. So they're not in every state.
Yes.
They are in Florida, however. So if you
Yes.
are from Florida watching this, take notes. These are banks you can go to as well.
Nice. Now, did he already have a relationship with Chase, or did we help him establish that?
Yeah, no, we helped him. He was brand new. Like, he didn't even have an LLC.
Got you. Okay, so he did it all with us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we helped him form the relationship with the bank. We seasoned the bank accounts. Then we introduced him to the bankers, all that cool stuff.
Nice. Man, that's awesome. Okay. And so how long did, you probably already saw the approvals on the screen, but how long did that whole process take?
Honestly, it took about 3 months. And the reason for that is, though, because like I said earlier, we needed to do a brand new LLC from scratch.
Yeah.
So, we helped him set up an LLC specifically for funding, right? Like it has to be set up correctly, email address, phone number, name, website, all that cool stuff. And then from there, we open the bank accounts.
Yeah.
We season them. Season means you add money and then you just wait a couple weeks, maybe 30 days to apply.
Yeah. See, but what's beautiful about that, and this is what I love about what we do, like in 3 months, you can change your whole life around, right? He's an RN, not really having any other options, knowing what field or what hustle he wants to get into. He wants to get into Amazon FBA, but he's got to pay for mentorship. He's got to pay for inventory.
Yeah.
And so, but in 3 months, you go from nothing, no banking relationships, no LLC, nothing, to over 150,000 in funding, 0% interest for 12 to 18 months, ready to go.
Yeah.
Which to me is just like, that's legit. LLC, business bank account, all that stuff is established. And when you walk away, like you have all that. That's all yours. Like most places, you have to come at least with those done before they even sign you on to work with you. And so that right there is, man, that's super cool. And I'd say it to anybody. If you're trying to get into Amazon FBA and you're like, man, I don't know where to start, man, just start. And if funding is the issue and you're like, I need help setting up my business and formatting, like we can help you with that.
Yeah. Whatever step you're in, we can help you.
Yes.
Like even if you're in the step of like credit repair, we have, referral
Resources,
partners and resources to refer you to so that you can take care of that. If you need the LLC, we can take care of that. If you need to, get a personal loan so you can pay down your credit cards, we can facilitate and help with that. I mean, you name it along the way, we got you.
No, yeah, I love that. And if you're interested in credit repair, we have a DIY credit repair software. I can't think of the username or not the user, the URL.
Wholesome
Credit DIY.
Wholesome Credit
WholesomeCreditDIY.com. You'll see it right here at the bottom, or click it in the link below if you're interested in that. It's free. Only thing you have to pay for, or all you have to do is set up and connect your
credit report. You pay for your credit report. I think it's like $30.
But our software doesn't actually have any.
No. It's completely free. It's AI, so it literally grabs all the negative items from your credit report, and it specifically formulates a dispute letter for you, and it can even send them on your behalf.
Yes.
Or you can print them out and send them yourself. So honestly, like if you have bad credit, you shouldn't, because there's a system that does it for you.
Yeah. No, it's sick. It's awesome. Anything else interesting about Alex, us working with him before we get to just podcast questions?
Yeah. So Alex, man, he's probably one of our favorite clients.
Good friend, good guy.
He's Colombian, so
that's why he's a favorite client.
Yeah. So if you guys are new to this,
was he La Costeña or is he from Bogota?
He's from Bogota. Gotcha. Hey, there you go. So
there I go. Hold on, people. I'm Colombian. I haven't been there too many times. I've been all over the freaking country. Actually, I haven't been to Medellin, so I can't. But everything else, like, I've been to Colombia.
So if you're new watching this, we're big proponents of people going to Colombia. I'm Colombian. He's Colombian by association.
She said we by association. There you go.
Our kids are half Colombian, so everything Colombia is a yes.
Not just Colombian. Our kids are half Compton. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding though.
But so yeah, we bonded like super well because of that.
Yeah.
So not only did he become like a friend, family friend, like he was a client, like the whole experience was awesome. But another really cool thing about him was like everything that we taught him in the sense of like how to credit card stack, he took that and ran with it.
That's cool.
So like we've been working with him for like a year plus, but we won't talk for 3 months and then he'll randomly hit us up and be like, hey, I went to such and such bank and I got 30K. Like he's still implementing the strategies that we taught him, which is amazing. Like that's the whole goal. Like the goal is for you to be so, resourceful to the point where you don't need us anymore. He's just checking in like, hey, did you check this bank out? And I'm like, no, which one is that? And so we're now exchanging info. So really, really cool guy.
No, that's awesome. And that's super cool. And honestly, that's one of the best value propositions we have with our program is you're gonna, by the time you're done working with us, you would have learned everything we have to teach you. And then overall, the relationship continues to go and we continue to consult. But you don't have to come to us for multiple rounds of funding, and we don't get a percentage of what you get funded. We just do a flat fee.
Exactly.
And so it just makes for great relationships. And then the other part that I've heard from people multiple times that I've never thought about it, like when you get on a call with us, you're getting on a call with us. There are no henchmen. We don't
have a pet, people from overseas.
It's a small operation, all right? You're not about to, we're not some just famous YouTubers and then you're just gonna get, the Susan from the Philippines hopping on, like,
Why they gotta be from the Philippines?
Well, I mean, they have a pretty robust like VA system.
You're right. I was gonna also say like Pakistan.
Yeah. I mean, we work with people like they're awesome. Like I don't got, it's not a knock at all. Like I love it, but just to say that we don't have, we're not outsourcing it to.
You're working with us directly. Like,
Once you hop on calls with us.
Yeah, we get you funded with us.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, and we'll probably do a video like this. Is what a funding program should look like. Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. So, Alex, if you're watching this, man, we appreciate you. Thank you for the baby gift too. We just had our son, so we got 3 kids now recently, and so we're super excited about that. But if you are trying to get into Amazon FBA, you don't know where to start, or if you're looking for ways to get into it, money is the issue. It should never be an issue. Funding should never be an issue.
Yeah.
Come and
if
learn.
You have good credit.
Yes. If you have bad credit, reach out because we'll help you get your credit right.
Yeah.
And from there, we'll move forward. Well, at the end of the day, we work with people, that maybe they didn't need our services directly, but they just need some guidance. They just need
like direction. A 1-hour consultation.
Yeah, 100%.
We could do that too.
So we work with people, and so just reach out to us, and if there's anything we can do to help, we would love to help you on your funding journey. So with that said, that concludes the business funding talk. Now it's time to get into the podcast part of this episode. Let's get into some questions. I'll let you pick a biz question, and I'll go personal question.
Okay. We'll go with entrepreneur questions. How do you personally navigate the tension between discipline and motivation? Ooh, that's so tough.
That is tough. How do I navigate the tension between discipline and motivation? So, and this is specifically big, and I think it might be big for people, especially even in the fitness space. But how to keep doing what you're supposed to do, even when you're not motivated. I think you have to have a strong why, right? And the reason that what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, has to be bigger than you, because that, I think, ultimately drives discipline. I think a lot of it has to do with, it's not willpower. I think it's mostly about psychology. We step up, we show up, we go to work every day, we run our business, and it's because it puts food on the table, it provides for our daughters, our son, our family as a whole. And so that pushes the discipline. And even with fitness, right? Yeah. Like I think of it the same way. If you have the right why, psychologically speaking, it should motivate you to be disciplined. So even with like fitness, I think about our kids and the life they're going to have and what their experience will be like with us 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, what our relationship will be like. What did I do? Do I have any money in my physical bank? Right. If you're treating muscles like retirement, right. And when you get old, obviously you dip into SSI and things like that. And whatever you did in your lifetime, you're going to be living off of that, whether it be retirement investments, whatever the case may be. I think the same way fitness wise. I want to look up later, 20, 30 years from now, if I didn't have any accidents and Yahweh's preserved me, do I have muscle? Do I have dexterity? Did I put all of this in the bank? Was I disciplined enough to make sure I made my daily deposits so that I could benefit from that later? And so To make a long answer long, I think a lot of it has to do with your why and why you're doing things. If you're selfish and you're only doing it for yourself, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. Discipline, like you'll need to be motivated, and motivation isn't enough. But for me, what motivates me is, why am I doing this? And if it's not for me, it's easier to keep going. If it's for myself, I just want to quit because I want to protect myself and care for myself and make sure, I don't put myself in harm's way or I'm not struggling. But I'd probably say that's how I navigate the difference between those two. You can't be on, you're not motivated all the time. And discipline, I don't think is getting it right. I think discipline is just continuing to show up even after you mess up. But if you have a strong why, it doesn't matter how many bad days you have, you're going to keep showing back up no matter what. And so to me, that's the most important thing I say. Shout out to Eric Thomas because he talks about that a lot.
Good stuff.
That's good.
Man.
All right. My question for you is, if you could whisper one sentence to yourself right before you walked out of that corporate building for the last time, right before you quit that 9 to 5, if you could whisper one sentence to yourself, whether it be in preparation or reflection or vacation it be, what would you say to yourself right before you walked out of your corporate job for the last time, before you became a full-blown entrepreneur?
Man, what I want to say, you'd have to bleep it. So, let's see. I said,
say it, just abbreviate it.
I'll never do this again in my life.
That's what you would tell yourself?
That's what I said, legit.
Oh, that's what you said when you walked out?
Yeah, like, fuck this. I'll never do this again in my life.
Yeah, F this. I'll never do this again.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah, I saw something on TikTok, or maybe it was Instagram Reel, where it was like, entrepreneurship is hard, but I can't imagine somebody telling me when I can eat. And I was like,
or like,
that's tough.
Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, that's tough. And I mean, no shot if you're working 9 to 5, it is what it is. But
I personally do not like it. But there's nothing wrong with working.
Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, you can't crap on it. But ain't my cup of tea. And I did that, man. I had the corporate,
Well, you were super into corporate.
Big time, yeah.
And then like you had a mindset shift.
Yeah, baby executive, whatever you want to call it. Regional manager, assistant to regional manager. Shout out to my office people. Yeah, but I like that. F this, I'll never do it again. That's some motivation for you. Because if you fail at entrepreneurship, you will be back there. And there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
They start, the business don't work, and you got to go back to make ends meet.
Yeah.
That's tough. No, I love that. That's good. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in and sticking in with this episode again. If you're looking for funding or you need some help getting funded, click the link below. Go to wholesomefinancials.com to work with us, or shoot us an email if you have any questions about your fundability and what that looks like and what you need to do to put yourself in position to what's the word I'm looking for? What do you need to do to put yourself in position to really take advantage of the products that the banks have?
Yep.
We'd love to help you with that and give you some insight on that. And so with that said, we love you guys. We appreciate you, and we will see you in the next one.